The MSD 6AL is a performance ignition control box that boosts spark energy for stronger, more reliable combustion and improved throttle response. It features a built-in adjustable rev limit to protect your engine from over-revving. Set the rev limit with two small rotary dials on the box. The left adjusts in 1,000 increments and the right just in hundreds of increments. So I'm setting mine to 6,000 to keep the engine safe while maximizing performance. And it works with your distributor's magnetic pickup and an external blaster coil. So I'm going to do a rundown of the wiring, but I wanted to show, let me zoom in on this, because I'm going to get to the installation and I'm not going to talk about all this stuff, but so you see mine's set at 6,000, so that would be 5,100 RPM. So I'm going to take this little key that comes with it, and I'm going to set mine to 6,000 because that's where I want it. And if I can find the cap, there it is. I'm going to put the cap back on. Somehow, I should have paid attention to how I did it there. Okay. All right, for mounting, I'm using the included black rubber vibration absorbers to help isolate the box from engine vibration, which helps protect the electronics and extend their life. Make sure to mount the box away from extreme heat sources like headers and stuff. So I'm gonna look to mount mine on the firewall or the fender where it can stay cool and dry. And quick disclaimer before I get into this, this is how I'm doing my project on my car. It's not an official installation guide or step-by-step how-to. Always refer to your MSD manual, professional advice before working on your ignition system. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to show the instructions. This is the setup that I have, is the 4-pin module. And so I think I've got this open to the right instructions. 4-pin module. Okay, so here's a quick overview of the instructions from that. And then I wanted to show, YouTube's got this new thing called pause, by the way, so you can check that out. I'm getting ready to go through the wires. So here is a rundown of the wiring. And there are 2 wires which I'll show just real quick. This is for the if you're running a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder. So let's take a look at some of these wires. The kit comes with all kinds of stuff that you may or may not need depending on your setup. So the 2 wires I just showed you and the instructions are here. And so there is a red and black wire that I'm connecting to the battery. And in my setup, the white wire is not needed. I'm going to cap this off a little better than that. That was just a temporary thing that I did. And so this purple and green wire is the magnetic pickup, okay? And so since I'm using this, the white wire is not used, which I just showed. So this will get attached inside the distributor. And notice there's one is small, one is large. The instructions say the green is negative and the violet, or purple, is positive. And it does come with some clips so you can keep it out of the way so that the rotor doesn't hit. And it does come with a grommet. This disconnects here. So one of the first things I'm going to do when I get in under the hood is connect this up in here. And so it should just go in one way because it's two different sizes. I also wanted to take a hot minute to explain that when I make all these connections, I'll be using weather-proof connectors. I'm not going to just leave these connectors exposed and lying about. So yes, in case somebody was wondering, yes, I am going to make all these connections weather taught and protected. And then the grommet, and then when I mount the box and everything, I'll hook up this wire. So you're gonna see me do all this, and I'll explain quickly, but I'm not gonna go over it in detail like I am. And so right now, so the gray wire is the tack output, and the red wire is the key, ignition key switch. So I'm going to be connecting those. And then the other wire that I need to discuss that comes out of the box is this over here. So hang with me because I'm using the blaster coil. So I've got the blaster coil here, and I'm going to install all this under the hood, obviously. So, and then the blaster coil, external blaster coil, goes in here to the blank coil cap because the coil is not in here, it's now external. And so I'm also going to be, and I won't show this in this video, I'm trying to make it a fast video, believe it or not. I'm going to be installing new spark plug wires and new spark plugs. And just real quick, here is a spark plug gap guide. So I'm just showing you, again, when you do your project, you'll have to read all this. This is just me doing my project, making my own personal notes, and just making my video public. And just as a side note, the blaster coil also has the vibration absorbers and should be mounted away from direct heat. I wanted to show that as well. And the instructions do come with like a template. Actually, here it is right here. It does come with a template so you can lay it out. So that makes it easier. That's nice. The instructions are actually really nice. I'm really impressed with that. Okay, so I just wanted to show this. I was talking about the spark plug gap, and I just wanted to show, I think mine is about 47. I'm sorry, I'm looking through my camera and I can't see it very well. I should have put on my glasses. I think is where I set all those. So I'm going to leave all 8 of them the same, obviously, but that's where I've got mine set. So next I'm going to be installing all this under the hood. And so hopefully I've ran through this well enough that I can just start installing things under the hood. That's my goal, and not have to explain what each wire is. But I'll do a quick overview. When I'm done installing everything under the hood, I'll do a quick overview of what I did and what's what, okay? I had to choose between a high and low resistance rotor bushing. The instructions showed one thing, but what actually came in the package didn't match the description at all. I figured the one with the bronze tip was the low resistance version, and the solid black one, probably carbon, was the high resistance. But since there were no part numbers or labels on the parts, I wanted confirmation. So I called MSD, and their tech help wasn't completely sure, so he checked with one of the engineers. The engineer confirmed that in the MSD 8416 GM HEI cap and rotor kit, the black rotor bushing with the bronze colored tip is the low resistance one. The bushing lets that particular bushing lets more spark pass through, which is ideal for high RPM and performance setup. It can introduce a little radio noise, EMI, electromagnetic interference, but if you're chasing max spark, that's a good trade-off. The solid black bushing is the high resistance version. It's better for daily driving where you want reduced electrical noise more than you need raw performance. So I'm going with the low resistance road with the bronze tip. And just to clarify, also per the engineer, I'm not putting dielectric grease on it. So next I'll be installing the blink coil cover cap since I'm using the external blaster coil. And I just wanted to make a video on this because I did have to call MSD and other people might run across this problem. And so this was all based on my conversation with the engineer at MSD. So this little guy heard me wrenching out in the garage, and he was on the other side of the door to the house, and wanting to see what was going on out here, barking, and he wanted to be part of it. Didn't you? Huh? You've been my job supervisor for lots of things. You and the other ones, too. You gotta inspect things, don't you? You gotta see what's going on. All right, so see? Yeah. You want to inspect the work thus far? All right. Thanks, Chip. We appreciate all your help, buddy.